Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel, Iulia Regressive Hypnosis. Hello, Cristina.
Hello.
Are you ready, Cristina, this New Year's to travel again in a beautiful journey to the metaphysical world?
I'm ready.
Yes, that's great. We provide regressive hypnosis sessions. You can contact me at my email, and you find all the information in the description of this video below. And also, I provide pure bioenergy therapy, which is similar like Reiki therapy. And if you are interested, you can contact me also, and I can provide the information for you. Now, Christina will start with 3 breaths together. Now, Christina will set the intention to explore freely and invisibly all the information we need. Just be observers and neutral. All this information can have access only the subliminal parts when they are ready and when they needed it. I will count from 1 to 3. On my third, you will connect with the energetical information about the concept or the word avatar. 1, 2, 3.
Guitar. I'm seeing a multi-dimensional self,
Okay.
a person. They're kind of, it's like they're like almost a holographic image, the organization of light that it's like a self that a multi-dimensional self. Yeah.
Okay. Touch this multidimensional self and tell me what you perceive, what you sense.
Hmm. It's lots of like rainbow photonic like light, like fractals, like a prism, those things you hang in the window and it makes like
Mm-hmm.
it splits into rainbow colors on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I don't see it. I see it in like light density, kind of barely. It's physical, but barely physical.
Okay. So is it your energetical body can say?
Yeah, it's like it's you could tell if you look at an out, you could tell that it's a person, it's in the form, and it's like seeing it's like a movie. Not a movie.
Projection?
It's like a projection
Mm-hmm.
of light that organizes as a person, and it's
Mm-hmm.
got lots of access up and down, right and left. It's fluid.
Okay. So if it's a projection, observe where this projection is coming from. Yes?
hmm So it's like the essence of a consciousness. The light flows through it like the prism, and then it projects onto into form.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this light, where is coming from, Christina?
This is a fractal light that comes right from the like the originator, the origins, the the prime, the creator.
Mm-hmm. Observe this creator. Who is this creator?
Well, it depends on what level you're talking about. So I see lots of layers,
Mm-hmm.
layers and layers, like the layers of the earth and the rock and the earth, all the layers that go right into the center. So there's lots of perspectives. It's like a swirling of all these perspectives. So
Mhm.
the prime creator, the source, this energy source of God, this God source, I see that there's lots of creation that comes off of that it
Okay.
creates outside of itself, right? It creates all these creations, the birds and the oceans and the beings and the animals. They're all like creations of this of the consciousness that we are. So
Mhm.
it also, if if the consciousness splits off from this God creator, it can take any form, any place it wants. It can go into whatever form it chooses. It can become a cat. It can become a person.
Mhm. So you said that it depends on the perspective. What perspective is this one that you see this creator?
Um, I see that well, I'm looking at like a human heart, and it's made out of this pure light, this pure love consciousness. And it's a piece of I mean, it's been separated, but it's part of this beautiful God light,
Mhm.
but it's wanted to project into a form, so it chose essentially with probably some help what form it wanted to take,
Mhm.
whether it wanted to be a cat or a person or a
Okay. Now let's watch from a different perspective. What do you observe? Ex Describe that perspective, yeah?
different one.
Yes.
So, I mean, like everything, it's co-opted and there's another layer of it, and this
Mhm.
other layer mimics. So there's a mimicry energy that pretends to be creator and creates th
Mhm.
it well, it it's not straight off of God. It uses other consciousnesses to create um other other things that mimic.
Mhm. This other energy is mimicking this kind of avatar hologram like the other one.
Yeah, it has different like it can produce
Okay.
it doesn't fuel itself.
Okay. Mhm. Let's observe this avatar, yes,
Yeah.
from created by this energy. And tell me what you perceive. What's the difference between the first one and this
The
one?
first one uses its own light,
Yes.
its own
Okay.
frequencies to create. It's direct.
Okay.
So God per avatar made in the light, right? So
Mhm.
that's a direct source, right?
Okay.
And then there's the one that mimics, but it's fueled by it's getting its energy from
Mhm.
light, but it's having to steal it because the mimic doesn't power itself. It uses other frequencies from light
Mhm.
somehow in a manipulative way, and then it pretends like it's creating.
Mhm.
But if everything has a copy, it looks like. It's like
It's a copyright. Mhm.
yeah, everything has like a duplicate that's powered differently.
Mhm. So the first one is self light creating, yeah? Yeah,
Yeah, just
proper
light
light, right?
shining light,
Mhm.
light
Mhm.
direct, light to light.
Mhm.
And those beings, even though they are in the physical, they're connected to light. And then as you go further, it's like a pyramid. And
Mhm.
then as you go further down into density, those lower, it's easier to co-opt and then mimic that process by
Mm-hmm.
using the light, tricking the light that this second energy says to the light beings, you need me.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this X for you, and you rely on me. And
Mm-hmm.
somehow they think they need that. They're convinced that they need whatever sparkly thing that this consciousness is offering.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an exchange that happens.
Okay.
So
Was the exchange?
so so this second energy, this it's a darker energy because it's parasitic, because it's trading the light for a service or something that this light being doesn't think they can do for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They outsource it. It's almost like this dark entity, the mimic, says, "Oh, you're going to screw this up, so let me do it for you." And in exchange,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'll take, this much light from you.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
there's always an exchange.
so these are energies of improper light, we can say, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very.
It's trickster, it's trickery.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very well. Christina, disconnect from there. We're gonna continue our questioning. Okay. What is the origins of this word avatar? What do you perceive?
Oh, it's from the darker energy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Again, it's in an effort to duplicate something that was um like an original an authentic energy. It was a word um it's kind of saying like it's the same as what you're do. It's kind of the same creator,
I was like
but
the
it's not.
original, right? Can say.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
a mimic. Even the term is a mimic.
Mm-hmm. A mimic.
It's it's copying. It's saying, "Oh, where
Mm-hmm.
I'm creating this avatar,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm claiming that I'm the creator, but they're not creating if they're not sourced, if they're
Okay.
not
They don't use
not
their
using
right,
their
yeah?
if they're not powering themselves, they're not independent creators. They're they're parasitic. They're sucking off
Mm-hmm.
a source. So they have to trade. They're yeah,
Yes.
they can't even exist here without stealing.
Without somebody's else energy, can say, yeah?
Yeah, they're
Mm-hmm.
just yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't
They will
have any
die, can say,
feeling.
yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll just it's like they'll suffocate. They don't have any
Oxygen, can say.
they don't have a renewable, like it's not a rechargeable.
Okay.
Theirs is it's like a regular battery versus the rechargeable one. The rechargeable one has infinite supply as long as it's plugged into its source. But
Mm-hmm.
then the other one dies and then it's garbage.
Okay.
So
That's
they
nice.
need to keep fueling it.
Okay. So can say the origins of this word avatar, it's like a mimic, yeah? Is
It was originated from the mimic to sound authentic.
like to copy the original, can say, yeah?
Yeah, to copy the creation word.
Okay. What is the connection, the energetic connection between Avatar and the movie Avatar?
Hmm. So it's a mixed intention.
Mm-hmm.
The Avatar movie had a beautiful dream attached to it.
Okay.
You know, we call it like now they call it channeling, but really it
Mm-hmm.
was like a remembering
Okay.
of um a civilization that was more polarized positive, like a little bit naive.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but the word again, so the word was copying, but the dream of the essence of that movie was a dream that somebody had.
Mm-hmm.
a remember dream. Like it was authentic. The frequencies that created that story are true because I remember them to be true. So,
So,
but the word
mhm,
avatar is from the copycats.
okay. So you think that say this movie was created from a dream that actually was, we can say a real reality, a real life at one point?
Yeah. I mean, it they created it from the energy of that dream. I mean, it doesn't
Mhm.
probably look exactly like it. I'm sure the
Okay.
details are different.
hmm Um, you said remembering a civilization. Is it can say are the humans at one point being as that
Humanoid, but
humanoid, right? Not humans.
yeah,
Okay.
not human the way we know it because as
Mm-hmm.
they were, they were blue and they were long and so
Mm-hmm.
there's been lots of, you know, different incarnations of the different ways that humans were designed. Um, they were all they were all um for, for that for wherever they lived. It was adapted to wherever they lived. They were in less density in that dream. We were in much less density, and it was a total different lesson that we were learning then.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Brutal, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Do you perceive this civilization? I will count one, two, three, and tell me when this civilization existed. One, two, three.
So yeah, it was a harsh. So it was very, in a way, it was different from here because the polarity was like they had this trust in this, the tree of life that was like their god, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
their god object,
Mm-hmm.
and they loved this tree, right? And they were very connected. But
Do you perceive that this civilization was on Earth, planet Earth?
um it was a version. So there's lots of parallels when you talk about
Mm-hmm.
Earth. There's other layers. So it was in another dimension
Mm-hmm.
of Earth, another incarnation, a version of Earth,
Mm-hmm.
where things were quite, the energy was very different, and
Okay, great.
the lesson was different, and
Mm-hmm.
it
Okay.
was very heart-wrenching
Mm-hmm.
because of the innocence. It was so polarized in a weird way, like it was so innocent, and then the bulldozers show up kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Now you are connected to the movie, right?
Yeah, I was just tuning into that civilization, the dream that that person
Mm-hmm.
who made that movie had.
Okay.
They were remembering that.
Okay, Christina, now disconnect from there.
Okay.
We are diving into the metaphysical world, okay? So now connect to James Cameron at my third and read his DNA. One, two, three.
Okay. I'm getting mixed
Mm-hmm.
layers again. Oh my God, everything's layers. Jeez. So
Okay.
layers are, okay, so I get that on the right side, he was really remembering something.
Okay.
And then on the left side, on his feminine more side, um he was having to conform a little bit to, wait, hang on, I just have to look a little bit.
Just
So,
observe, yeah? You just go
yeah.
360 degrees and just observe, okay? The characteristics
Yeah.
of
Okay,
his
so
DNA, yeah?
I feel like I think that was really his I don't know if it was a nighttime dream or just a remembering, but that was his dream. That was his dream.
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like Hollywood had to have their piece of the pie,
Okay.
and they had to part of the imagery and the themes
Mm-hmm.
had to be like, we want our piece of the pie. Like, if we're going to fund your movie, then we want our 25% kind of thing,
Okay.
or 20%.
Mm-hmm.
I
So,
don't,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
What else they wanted besides this the material value, right? What else they?
Oh, no, they wanted some of their imagery
Okay.
in there. So they wanted some themes that would scratch their itch,
Mm-hmm.
what they want projected out into, they wanted to project
Mm-hmm.
their stuff onto him. I mean, I get that most of it was authentic, but there was like a 25% of it, probably the bulldozers and
Mm-hmm.
the way that those people
And
acted.
a Hollywood insert kind of, right? Can say,
I
yeah.
think it was an insert because
Mm-hmm.
it's incongruent with the dream. It's too black and white. It doesn't fit. So that part I feel like when I feel into it and I observe that that was their part that they had to just put it in there because because their egos want it to
Mm-hmm.
be, what they want it to be.
Yeah. Okay. Now observe more of James Cameron DNA. What information can you perceive and we're allowed to, to have about his DNA?
Um, yeah, I feel like that percentage that I gave, like 25% dark and then 75 to 80% light. I feel like that's a metaphor for his DNA,
DNA? Mm-hmm.
that he's mostly light
Mm-hmm.
and like a real person.
Mm-hmm.
And then in order to, his light had to kind of retreat just enough to make it in Hollywood kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is actually I mean, by Hollywood standards, I see like he's pretty good for Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see that he was allowed, that his light is shining pretty nicely. I mean, for a cesspool like Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Disconnect from Hollywood, Christina. Now observe his DNA. So you said it's 75-80% is like human, or like, let's talk on, like, let's say human,
Oh,
humanoid, different like traits
well,
of a DNA, yeah?
oh yeah.
So
Well,
let's observe that.
okay, let's see.
Mm-hmm. I'll count 1 to 3, so it'll be easier for you. One,
Okay.
2, 3, and you see the information.
I see his human part.
Mm-hmm.
He, his mind's stressed. Um, yeah. He has, well, yeah, his mind is like really like his head is really full of all these thoughts circling. It's like
Mm-hmm.
not like OCD, just like overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm. You're observing now his mental body, yeah?
Yeah, his mental body has a lot of
Mm-hmm.
noise.
Okay. Observe
I think
his.
he's resisting
Mm-hmm.
something.
Observe his physical and energetical body. What do you perceive?
Yeah, he's split. It's split. His heart. There's been efforts to separate his heart energy, his energetic from his mental.
Okay.
like something's trying to separate those two halves of him,
Mm-hmm.
because it's pulling him towards the mental
Mm-hmm.
and trying to make people happy. He's
Of
trying
course,
to
this
make these
mental, is
people.
it connected to something or someone?
Yeah, so the part, this kind of uh the people, the energy that's pulling his mental side to keep him in the mental
Mm-hmm.
is like a reptilian energy.
Mm-hmm.
They all just wants to keep his mind so busy that he
Mm-hmm.
feels confused and that he doesn't have time
Mm-hmm.
to follow his heart, which is his light.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 So we disconnect from there. Yeah. Okay. Observe. Just disconnect. You said already that um, how was he inspired or influenced to create this movie? Let's dig, let's I say, let's dig deeper into this little bit, yeah? So, how James Cameron was inspired or influenced to create this movie, Avatar? 1, 2, 3.
The This beautiful dream.
Mm-hmm. You're just observing, okay?
Yeah.
What do you see in this dream? His dream, yeah?
hmm Seeing like a paradise. He wants to he wants to it's like an escape.
Okay.
He wants to escape to a paradise where things are harmonious.
Okay. You mentioned before that it wasn't, you mentioned that was like a different life. Was it in a different life then?
Um, I mean, he tapped into these frequencies of this uh, uh yeah, of a different time and a different dimension.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he was there or not, but he was able to bring it through.
Mm-hmm. Let's go. I will count 1 to 3, and you will get the information if he was there or not. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, he believes he was.
Mm-hmm.
He I'm he believes that he lived uh these frequencies, this reality.
Okay.
He was there. That's where he got the ideas.
Mm-hmm. Do you perceive that he was part of this civilization?
Yeah, it looks like it looks like he was remembering being there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's come back to the present moment. Yeah.
Okay.
And observe James Cameron. What do you perceive about his DNA, energetical DNA?
Um, when I look now,
Mm-hmm.
the longer I look,
Mm-hmm.
the more the light of him kind of is having to move over and yield to the mental to the mental body, you know, like it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's pushing it kind of smaller and smaller.
I see.
But and I don't know, he sees himself there, so I don't know if I'm seeing him the way he sees himself or if I see him there. I can't tell the difference yet.
Let's observe him a little bit. You said about this, the avatar, right? The first one and the second one, the mimic one. Do you observe? Do you see something uh, that goes towards the first one or towards the second one?
Yeah, so he believes it's from the first one.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks that he sees it as real, so that's why I'm not able to tell.
Okay.
But because I'm seeing through him. But but you know, it's possible that it's possible that the realm that he tapped into was also a mimic. I'm not,
Okay.
because it happened to him
Mm-hmm.
at this right now, I'm only perceiving through him.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You perceive to him now. Observe not through him, just from the outside. What do you observe? Do you perceive something different or the same thing?
That kind of vision and that kind of reality
Yes.
was
Mm.
um I mean, it didn't look exactly like that,
Mm-hmm.
but those frequencies, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of them, I know that they're real because
Okay.
they're true because they're my subjective reality, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So they're my truth. Those frequencies are true through my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The frequencies that were embodied by that dream that he had.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, Christina, disconnect from there now. How are you feeling?
a little bit
Okay.
discombobulated.
Yes, okay. Compose yourself. Raise your frequency. One, two, three. How are you feeling?
Better.
Okay, very well. You are at
Whoa,
your
what a confused dude.
optimal. You connected to his confusion, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was weird.
Mm-hmm. So you are at your optimal frequency, yeah?
Yeah, I'm back with
Okay,
me.
so perfect. We continue. What is the scope to create these movies?
Scope?
What is the scope? What is the
Intention?
yes? Because I'm translating from Romanian.
Oh,
The
okay.
question I translated directly from Romania. I didn't have time to
Yeah.
translate it in English. So what is the intention? What is the, let's say, intention, an energetical intention? Yes.
Uh-huh. Ooh. Yeah. So, definitely to normalize the frequencies of confusion,
Mm-hmm.
the like what I just felt,
Mm-hmm.
it's to normalize. It's like, you know, you don't like it's to normalize the the discombobulation that he feels,
Okay.
like that he, like his head, that's what they want you to feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember those frequencies, the real ones, because I was there. I remember what was the confusion of the programming that I have lived also. And it just kind of wants you to live in that limbo. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like the intention is to normalize being
Confused.
confused because confusion is such a powerful place because you don't know what the fuck's happening. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if you want to influence somebody, and I know this because I've done it to people, it's out of integrity, I'll say.
Okay.
But if I
Disconnect
can
from
get,
there. We're in the mental, yes?
okay, yeah,
Let's
but
observe in the
that
energetically.
confusion, you can
Mm-hmm.
do anything you want to me when
Mm-hmm.
I'm that confused.
I see.
You
Okay.
can insert anything at that point, and I don't know what day it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what my name is. Like, it is
Okay.
so, it's exhausting. That's what I was
Mm-hmm.
feeling. His head, he's ready to pass out.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Okay.
confused he is.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, the intention of that movie is whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's amazing.
Okay. Disconnect. Okay. Um. We might.
Oh, makes you pissed off
Mm-hmm. Okay.
to be that confused. Yeah.
Okay. Uh. We might. Let's see if he's okay with it. Is might. We'll see. We might send them this information, or he just will perceive it if he wants to. Yeah. Okay.
James, oh, to the guy who made the film?
Mm-hmm. To James Cameron.
Hmm.
So we put the intention at the beginning of the session that this information we discovered will have access all the subliminal parts to this
Yeah.
information. They'll have access so they can use it. So if he has a subliminal part, right, we'll have access to it. Okay? Disconnect
Oh,
from
I'd love
there.
to.
Mm-hmm. Do you perceive that he has a subliminal part?
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
would love to do that for him.
Mm-hmm. Just he's gonna have access instantly if he wants to. Okay?
Okay, yes.
Okay. The bodies on Pandora, yeah, on the planet Pandora, they are called avatar. What is the connection with what we discovered in the beginning about, you know, these
Yeah.
two avatars, can say, and these the bodies on the Pandora on the movie, yeah? What information do you perceive about it?
Between the idea the what we learned in the beginning and
Mm-hmm.
these bodies in the movie?
Yes, on the Pandora, yeah? They are called avatar.
Oh, these bodies. Okay, these avatars, right.
Mm-hmm.
That um that they're that they're that they've undergone all this programming of confusion?
Okay. So you perceive that these avatars on Pandora is different, okay? These are the avatars on Pandora, which are the original avatars, then they are the ones created by humans,
Yeah.
okay? Do you perceive those bodies, they have things in common?
They're split.
Hmm. Can you connect to something like, let's say, the bodies? Um, uh,
Well, I can connect them organically or I can connect them inorganically
mhm.
because they're split. So it depends on what side they want to be on.
How they are split? Split on what and why?
Well, there was the real ones, the ones that existed in those frequencies on a version of Earth. They were connected to source, to their they had you know, creator God. And then there was the co-opted parts of them that were programmed with all this confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Like the movie was had so much confusion around it because it had elements of real and it had elements of false and it got all mixed together.
Mm-hmm. Do you perceive those bodies, Avatar and Pandora, and the one created, they are the same thing, like the first two? First
Yeah,
one or
it's the
second one?
same metaphor. There's the real and then there's the co-opted. There's the real and the fake.
The mimic one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, disconnect from there. We continue. Christina, how you feeling?
Good.
Okay.
Intense. Yeah.
Just observe, okay? We're just
Mhm.
observing uh, anything, any information, emotions. We're just observing, okay? We're
Yeah.
not feeling it. We are just observing. You just sense it. You are not
Okay.
feeling it, okay?
Okay.
Bine ați venit la canalul meu de YouTube, Iulia Aggressive Hypnosis. Vreau să fac o mică paranteză când menționez că informația este contaminată sau parazitată. Deja când zicem contaminat, deja este limitat cuvântul, că în suportul telepat obține informația, o ia, poate să o ia din conștiința colectivă, care poate și ea să fie parazitată, sau o ia prin filtrele care le are, filtrele personale, convingerile și credințele. Când zic că informația este nulă, este activă numai dacă o punem în aplicare. Noi trebuie să știm că suntem puterea noastră și în spațiul nostru energetic nu poate intra nimeni fără voia noastră. Energie, informație, entitate, chiar și persoană fizică. Vă mulțumesc și ne vedem data viitoare. La revedere!